Patch 12.12 for Tarkov is on the way, with the release of it being hopefully by the end of the year. That means as of the recording of this video, they have 25 days left at worst to get the patch out before January 1st. We have a solid idea as to what's on the horizon and now the release date, and while the additions are going to be substantial, it should be reminded how big this patch actually is and how significant and important it's going to be for Tarkov. We know patch .13 is going to rock the game as well, but 12.12 is just as impactful. Arguably the biggest change coming to the game is the addition of VoIP, the single mechanic that can potentially add an unlimited amount of creativity and potential situations for the game. It can do so much for Tarkov, and while a portion of the people have reservations about how it may be abused, it sounds like there are plenty of safeguards being put in place to mitigate that as much as possible. Inertia is also a massive change coming to the game, something that the community has been asking for years for, and something that was once in the game many years ago. Slowing down the game and trying to reel in how much people abuse the movement in the game is finally coming in patch 12.12. What's it going to feel like? Most of us have no idea. If anyone does have access to the ETS servers, they may have an idea because Inertia was being iterated on many times on the private servers. My guess is this, alongside VoIP, will be the two features that BSG pay really close attention to on release. If you have any constructive feedback to give them about either VoIP or Inertia, make sure you let them know once you get your hands on it. Lighthouse and its first iteration are coming as well. This map is also huge compared to the other maps because once it's fully implemented, it will have the most scav bosses on one map out of all of them. And it will also have our first look into in-raid traders, which is a whole new mechanic and we have no idea how it's going to play out. But it's still very exciting to wonder what it will be like. And it sounds like one of the bosses will be a sniper that guards the traders, so it won't be easy to get access to their goods. Hopefully what they sell is actually worth the risk and whatever it takes to get to the trader menu. Otherwise we're stuck with the trashy level 2 fence store that you get when you max your scav karma. Fingers crossed it's better than that. Other than that, there are plenty of new guns, armor, gear, helmet, etc. coming into this new patch. The Scar series of weapons are finally coming at long last, and my hope is that they are somewhat modular and can be modified more than the MDRs in the game. But I'm withholding any real judgment until I get to use them myself. If I had to guess, they're going to be behaved very similarly to the MDRs, which I'm okay with because I love both those guns. I could even imagine the 308 version of the Scar being harder to control than the 308 MDR. The guns and gear are about what we can expect with larger patches that have wipes attached to them. Overall, I'm excited for this patch and really hope this also brings some quality of life improvements. My guess is that we'll see patch notes closer to the end of this coming week. Of course, Nikita doesn't tell us everything because he likes the players to discover some of the new stuff on their own. So here's to hopefully for a smooth launch for patch 12.12, an extremely exciting and important time for Tarkov especially. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch this video, and I hope to see you in future ones.